If you see something black moving right here, that's my dog. So keep that in mind, please. I don't want you to be scared or anything. Welcome back to the Metamorphosis. It's Silari here. Today I want to share with you my personal experience with the dental admission test and how I achieved competitive scores with the help of the DAT Booster program. Keep in mind, these scores may not be enough for the school you apply to. I knew from the beginning where I wanted to go to school and I took a long shot. But enough of me rambling, let's dive in. I remember the day I took the dental admission test. I was a nervous wreck. I had studied a ton, but the pressure of the moment made me feel like all the preparation that I had done, it might not be enough, and I was scared. Being there, taking the exam, still vividly remember everything. They only let you in with not even earrings, just your ring if you're married or engaged. It's funny how the little details like that can add to the anxiety. They checked our sleeves behind our socks, which make me feel so scared for no reason at all. But once you're in that exam room, it's only you and the knowledge you have and what you have done to prepare. No, it's completely normal to feel nervous, and I carried with me that thought all the day and even on the way to the exam while driving at 6 a.m. because my exam was at 8, but I wanted to be early because I felt the same. I know it can be stressful, but I also want to reassure you that all the hard work and effort you put into preparing will pay off. Believe me. And trust in yourself, trust in the work you have put in, and you'll see the results. Believe me, once you are in there, everything else goes away from your mind and you have your focus on tackling the exam with confidence. So, you got this. Before I delve any further into my experience, let's quickly recap the different parts of the dental admission test. And the first one is natural sciences, that is composed of 3 sections alone and evaluates biology, general chemistry, and organic chemistry. It covers a wide range of topics, so a strong foundation in these subjects is crucial. So have a good background in organic chemistry. I myself took organic chemistry before the semester, before I took the dental admission test, so it was a topic that was pretty fresh in my mind, so that helped me to achieve the score I got. Perceptual ability, or PAT, is a section that assesses your spatial visualization skills, critical thinking, and understanding of 3D objects, which is something that you'll need in dentistry. It includes key areas like angle discrimination and cube counting and pattern holding, something that you haven't done before, so you need to practice a lot and dedicate a lot of time. Okay, reading comprehension is pretty much something you know how to do, read, but don't neglect this section. Please pay attention to it and practice, and time yourself, because this section you might want to overlook it, but don't do that. Practice with a timer and reading articles. The DAT Booster does this and helps you, and basically it can be complex topics in the reading, so you have to practice your reading skill. You will need to read and answer questions based on the provided text, so try to highlight. I will be talking more about this section later. Quantitative reasoning, this part measures your mathematical skills, including algebra, geometry, And trigonometry, I suck. I suck in this part, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It's essential to solve problems accurately and efficiently, so you might have to know formulas and how to calculate. Now let's talk about more about the DAT Booster program and how it helped me overcome my nerves and excel in the exam. I can only speak about DAT Booster. I know there's other programs like Kaplan, DAT Bootcamp. They are wonderful based on my peers and based on what my peers have said to me, but it's not my personal experience, so please keep that in mind. But the DAT Booster was the only program I used, and especially in the biology section was very accurate to the practice test, because they have a whole practice test, like 12. I don't recall how many practice tests they have, but they were very accurate to the actual exam. I took my exam back in 2021, so I don't remember as much, but the topics were easy and I got mostly the same score I was getting in my practice test, a 19, which I remember I was getting 17, 18s, 16s, but I ended up a little higher, so that's a good thing if you're doing not very well in the DAT Booster biology section. Organic chemistry, I combined these two because I studied pretty much the same for these two. Organic chemistry was the easiest section for me because I had just recently taken the course, so like I said before, the topics were fresh in my mind and the practice tests were also very similar to Booster, so that was something good. Chemistry. This was my weakest section. From natural sciences, I attribute this to practicing with my calculator. Yes, you can do it. You cannot practice using your calculator. I know it's hard. Memorizing how to tackle exercises and formulas too was already draining, and trying to solve them without a calculator seems time consuming, but believe me, you need to know how to solve them without it. I was honestly very shocked to see that I didn't score less in this section, and please don't use a calculator. Learn how to do and how to solve them, how to solve the problems without it. PAT now. This score was a bummer. I really thought I was going to score higher. I got a 16, but I kinda attribute this to the way I tackled this section. There isn't a lot of time and you must do what you must do to keep the pace. So in my case, I decided to skip Booster videos regarding this topic because I didn't find them helpful. I went straight to YouTube for tips and it helped me, but not as much. However, the practice tests are very representative of the actual exam, so try to dedicate more time to this section than usual. You'll need the time to practice. It's something that you haven't seen before and requires a little time. Quantitative reasoning, also, this section was one I knew I could slack on. I knew for a fact that I could slack on because UPR school doesn't look at it that much. So I did found Booster practice tests, and especially the practice questions very useful. So use those. Take advantage of the DAT Boosters questions and everything that they work, and you'll do just fine and you'll pass. Now I want to share some additional tips. And first, stay calm. I know it's hard, but remember, it's normal to feel nervous, but don't let it overpower you. Take deep breaths and stay calm during the test and before. Sleep, please. Don't let your stress make you not sleep because you need to sleep. to remember the things you have studied, because if you don't, you won't remember. Memory takes place in and while we're sleeping, so try to have a good night's sleep. The second tip, believe in yourself. Trust that you've put in the effort and that you have the knowledge to do well. Third tip, time management. Be mindful of your time during the exam. Pace yourself while studying appropriately to make sure that you know how to tackle each section. Time. Don't get used to using the practice test without timer. I know there's an option to use the non-timed versus timed, but I always used the time because that way I knew how I was doing with the time they are going to give me actually in the exam. Number 4, don't dwell on your mistakes, please. If you encounter a challenging question, don't let it derail you. Move on and come back to it later if you have time. That way, you feel more calm and maybe you notice something about the question that you didn't before. And there you have it, my personal experience with the dental admission test and some valuable tips to help you on your journey. Remember that they might be nerve-wracking, but it's also an opportunity to showcase your knowledge and dedication. Give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below to Dental Morphosis for more dental-related content. If you have any questions or want to share your own DAT experience, leave a comment below. Remember, trust in yourself, believe in your abilities, and success will be within reach. Good luck with your DAT journey. See ya!